Before this video starts, if you guys are not yet already in my Discord server, I do highly recommend you come over and join. We are so close to 100,000 members. Right now we are at 80,000. And if all of you from this video, you know, my community, join, we can actually build something pretty good here. My goal actually is to hit 100,000 members before the end of the year. You know, we have giveaways in here, general chat, self-promotion. You guys can come here, promote yourself, and grow as one. I will leave the link in the description. Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Fxtch here, back with a brand new YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys an actual setting which could potentially be giving you guys and inducing input lag. So literally there is a Fortnite setting which could be making your game lag and giving you more like basically latency, and it makes your game feel super unresponsive, and we'll be talking about that in this video. Now if this video goes ahead to help you in any way, shape or form, the least you can do for me is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, post notifications turned on, therefore you never miss an upload just like this. Remember code Fxtch in the Fortnite item shop. If you want a shout out for using my code, simply just put it in the item shop, don't have to buy anything, send proof through my Discord, and you can get a shout out. I'll do them all in tomorrow's video. So the setting we're actually going to talk about is in your video settings. If you go into here, just go all the way down to advanced graphics, you should see allow multi-thread rendering. Some of you guys made this as MTR. A lot of people do call it MTR, but multi-thread rendering, this is a setting we're going to talk about. Now, it's a tough one, right? Because if you read this little description up here, it says multi-thread rendering splits drone work across multiple threads, which can dramatically improve performance on multi-core processors, yet can also cause hitches and lower FPS on weaker hardware. And now to dumb this down for you guys, basically what it means, and the rule for this would usually be if you are to have 4 or more cores, you should definitely have this turned on. Now to check your cores, what you'd want to do is go over to your task manager. I've got this on my desktop here. Let me bring this over my task manager. All right, there we go. You can see now if you're on your task manager and you go to performance and go to CPU, you'll see your cores here. Now as you can see, my cores, not my logical cores, ignore that, just the cores section here, I have 4 cores. That means basically I should probably have this turned on for the best performance and just to get the most out of my game, because of course I've got the 4 cores, and what that's going to do is distribute all the game resources across all of those cores and kind of like split them up to almost manage performance and give me the best frame rate. Now of course that kind of does apply, but for this case and what I'm going to mention in this video about input lag and how this actually can give you input lag, it kind of gives us a whole blurred line behind this whole logic and kind of the rule for this, which is it's also an issue, but this is what this video is for. I'm going to try and help you make the decision. And now personally I would have this turned off. Now I've had this turned off for maybe 2 to 3 days now. I actually got a DM on Twitter. Let me show you this right here. I got a DM from my friend. He actually says, yo, you should do a video on the new multi-thread rendering about latency, because with it off, it feels like there is no input lag. I told him, can you 100% feel a difference? He says, yes, you should test it. I am AMD though, so I of course asked him what specs he has. He told me these are his specs. He has pretty hefty AMD specs. I actually have an Intel processor, so I thought maybe it's something to do with his processor, and that could potentially be the issue, but it actually wasn't. And I of course tried this out myself, and that's why I'm making this video. Having this off, and also now me recommending you to have this off, is because it does help. I generally do feel there is a difference, and having it off now does give you less latency. Like my game feels so much more responsive with this turned off. It's kind of unbelievable. I had no FPS drop, I had no performance issues. It just felt like normal Fortnite. It felt like there was no difference besides my game felt more responsive, I could edit better, everything was just generally faster. And to be honest, for potentially 80% of you guys watching this video, you won't even have this issue, because you should probably have this turned off anyway, because you have weak hardware, a low-end system, and having it on does more bad than good, because as it says here, this can cause the hitches and low FPS on weak hardware. So yeah, a lot of you may have budget PCs. That's just an assumption. A lot of you guys come to my channel, watch my FPS videos, maybe you have a bad PC. This should be off anyway, but I'm sure a lot of you probably have this turned on because so many people recommend it. And now to show you guys how to turn this off if you want to have it turned off, it's not as simple as just disabling it in Fortnite. You'll probably have to go more internally into your game config to do so. So what you have to do, go to your desktop, type in run down here, click onto run app. In this little box, type %local app data %, press OK. I'm going to bring this over here. You want to then find Fortnite game, saved, config, Windows client, and then you should have your game user settings file here. What you want to do is right click it, go to properties, and ensure on the general tab near attributes, read only is unticked, because having this ticked will not let you make any changes in here. So make sure it's unticked, press apply, press OK. Now open this out. Now what you're going to do is scroll down until you see your resolution, because it is kind of near there. So just find where all the resolution resolution stuff is. So resolution size X, resolution size Y, and a little bit above this, you should see this right here. B, allow multi-thread rendering equals false. Now, yours will probably say true here. So what you want to do is basically just change where it says true and just change it to false. So yeah, yours probably says this, change it to false like so. Super simple, just write in false. Then you can do file, save, exit out of this, right click it again, go back to properties, make sure read only is now ticked so Fortnite does not force any changes when you launch your game. Press apply, press OK. And now when you open your game, it should generally feel a whole lot smoother, a whole lot, like everything should just feel a lot better. Like for me, I generally do feel the difference. I think my edits are a lot more like responsive, just everything just feels so much better. You know, who knows, maybe it's a placebo thing because I kind of got told this would help, but I really don't think it is. Like I generally have no performance decrease in-game, end-game, I've tried it out, and everything generally does feel a whole lot better, a whole lot smoother, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, try this out for yourself. Honestly, I do recommend you give it a shot. I'm highly confident you'll get good results because honestly I did, and the way I usually test input lag and just responsiveness, like how my game feels, what I usually do is do like a ton of like, I don't know, just random practice edits, and usually this right here, just going in between my builds like this and just doing like, I don't know, weird edit course things, it'll allow me to determine if my game generally does feel good or not. And yeah, I'm generally just not saying this, like my game does feel a whole lot better, and I mean, you can take it with a grain of salt, you know, don't believe me or whatever until you try it, but I would say, you know, don't knock it until you try it. Give it a chance, make sure it's disabled in here, make sure it's disabled in your game config, and you should probably see results. I'm not sure if it's just a thing with this season, like maybe they messed something up and it basically makes multi-thread rendering act this way, like maybe that's something they did and they didn't know, but I don't know, like it generally does feel so much better. I know I've said this like 4 times now, but when my friend said this and you know I tried it and it did help, I was more just shocked because I don't know, you don't expect things like this to help. It's kind of a random thing, it's definitely a bug maybe, I don't know, it's weird because this has never been the case. I have a pretty hefty build, 2070 i7 700K, I have a pretty good system, I have 4 or more cores, so I should realistically have this on, but having it off makes the game so much better. But yeah, I don't know, with that all being said, that is all I have in today's video. If you try this, let me know in the comments, like let me know down below if it helps, because I really do want to know if you guys feel any difference with this, because I did, and I mean that's the whole point I made this video. My friend did, and it's weird to me. I kind of just had to cover this. It's almost mandatory because who knows, this could help a ton of people, and maybe you have this turned on for like whatever reason, and I've told you the rule for it, you need 4 or more cores, so you probably need this off anyway. So I could have helped you in that way, and if I did, drop a like for me, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. We're grinding out daily uploads right now, so it's something you don't want to miss. I hope everyone has an amazing day. It's been your boy Fxtch, and yeah, peace.